be setting in for America's favorite yentas. Headline at Decider: Is honorary yenta Marjorie Taylor Greene replacing Whoopi Goldberg on The View? What? Excuse me? Marge is rumored to replace the whoopee cushion? Marge Greene, who would obviously be cast on The View as the Judas Yenta, the Yenta who cannot be trusted, which I guess is the case for every woman on The View, so if Marge Greene does get accepted into Club Yenta, she will fit right in. By the way, can someone please explain to me how Marjorie Taylor Greene got rich? Members of the House of Representatives, they are paid $174,000 a year. Now, in my opinion, that's $174,000 too much, because the overwhelming majority of politicians are absolutely useless. I have been alive for 40 years. Actually, Thursday will begin my 41st year on Earth. In honor of my birthday, Don Trump has done something really special. Don Trump has created a mandatory holiday. He's calling it Thanksgiving, so everyone in America can show their appreciation for Uncle KC. All kidding aside, though, in my nearly 41 years living in this country, you know how many politicians have benefited me? You know how many politicians have actually done something positive for me? None! At $174,000 a year, Marge Greene and every other doofus politician, they are vastly overpaid. When she entered the land of corruption, I believe it was in 2021, Marge Greene had an estimated net worth of around $700,000. Not bad, but it's not what I would call wealthy. With Marge Greene being in her 50s, I would estimate that $700,000, that's probably close to the average net worth of people in that age range. But clearly, Marge Greene is a real go-getter. Since entering the land of corruption, or as her fellow corruptees prefer to call it, Congress. Since entering Congress, Marge has suddenly experienced a drastic increase in prosperity. In the span of around 4 years, her net worth went from $700,000 to $25 million. I wonder why. Last week, Marjorie Taylor Greene announced that she was quitting her job in Congress. She was voluntarily walking away from the cash cow. She was taking her $25 million and she's going back to Georgia. There's been a lot of speculation as to what Marge is going to do next. Some are claiming that she's going to run for a Senate seat. Some are claiming that she will run for governor of Georgia, which instantly pissed off Stacey Abrams because she's been pretending to be governor of Georgia for years now. But due to her recent appearance on The View, where Marge was instantly embraced by the Yentas, some believe that Marjorie Taylor Greene will be baptized by deacons at Woke United Methodist and be born again as a fresh Yenta. Of course, in order for Marge to become a Yenta, she's got to replace one. And there are rumors that the Yenta she could replace is the whoopee cushion. Make sure to like and subscribe. You can follow me on Twitter at KC_BTL84. Let's go and get to the sponsor for today's video, my good friends at White Crow Hops. When I was a beer drinker, I would enjoy a good IPA during happy hour. We have a local brewer here in town where you can see the process of how beer is being produced. You can also brew your own beer at home, and that's where White Crow Hops steps in. White Crow Hops provides the ingredients needed to brew your own IPA from the comfort of your own home. Their hops are farmed in New Mexico and watered naturally by the Rio Vallecito River. White Crow Hops grows authentic Cascade hops, perfect for home brewing, teas, or other custom recipes. White Crow hops are ideal for American Pale Ales, IPA, American Porter, and Stouts. Historically, they have only been available to local craft brewers, but White Crow hops are now available for home brewers. White Crow Hops is a veteran-owned business with free shipping available on all orders. So click the link in the description below. Use my promo code BTL20, BTL20. Receive 20% off your first purchase with White Crow hops. I'll be honest with you. I was surprised, and I really didn't believe the rumor that Marjorie Taylor Greene would replace Whoopi Goldberg. For starters, there is no replacement for the whoopee cushion. There are very few that cannot be replaced. When he was in his prime, there was no replacement for Howard Stern. Talk radio's been trying to replace Rush Limbaugh for years now. ESPN was so worried that they couldn't replace Stephen A. Smith, they decided to vastly overpay him by giving him Sean Hannity money for CNN ratings. There are very few people that cannot be replaced. The whoopee cushion is one of them. Who else can produce toxic boodle breeze? Who else is this skilled, this proficient at playing the boodle flute? Whoopi Goldberg is the only woman I know who is comfortable ferociously flatulating on national television. Sure, the other ladies on The View, they provide toxic gas in other ways, but the whoopee cushion is the only one that's comfortable letting the toot out of her boodle flute. All kidding aside, I am being serious when I say this. It would be incredibly difficult to replace Whoopi Goldberg on The View. She is the star of the show. The reason these rumors started is because Whoopi Goldberg has been absent most of November. She's over in Italy filming a soap opera. My inside sources, they are telling me that her co-star is Rose O'Donnell. It's a dramatic love story about Rose fertilizing her garden. The whoopee cushion plays the antagonist. She comes in hot and prevents the natural process of photosynthesis with her toxic gas. Once her commitment to this Italian soap opera is completed, the whoopee cushion will be back on The View. But just because Marjorie Taylor Greene isn't replacing Whoopi Goldberg, it doesn't mean that she couldn't be a Yenta. Based on her recent behavior, it looks like Marge could already be infected with a very mild case of OMB. Orange Man bad! I'm sure pretend Dr. Jill Biden and her team at Woke Memorial Hospital, I'm sure they can boost this mild case of OMB into an extreme case if Marge wants to work on The View. The question is, who would she replace? Even though she would be infected with OMB, since that is a requirement to work on The View, ABC would present Marjorie Taylor Greene as the conservative. Naturally, it only makes sense that Marge would replace the pretend conservative Alyssa the Farrah Griffin, the great pretender. But if ABC were smart, they would actually pair MTG with AFG. It would give The View the illusion of political balance. So, who else could Marge replace? Well, Uncle KC, she should replace son Hostin. Are you kidding me? You want her to replace my personal favorite, Asuncion? Do not ever speak that blasphemy ever again. As long as Uncle KC has a working set of eyes, the radiant son Hostin will remain on The View. If it were my decision, and this is assuming that Marjorie Taylor Greene is interested in becoming a Yenta, there is speculation that she could go work at CNN. Of course, I don't know why she would work in that graveyard, that literal cemetery. At least the ladies on The View have an audience. But if it were my decision, Marjorie Taylor Greene would replace Ann Navarro, the queen of bitterness, the lady who always looks angry. Yesterday morning, Ann Navarro gave us some inside information. According to Ann, the death of Charlie Kirk, it could have been an aha moment for Marjorie Taylor Greene. Now, for most people, the death of Charlie Kirk was an aha moment. It was the first time some people realized that the far left is truly evil. But according to Ann, the death of Charlie Kirk, it could have been an aha moment for Marge because it opened her eyes to the real evil in this country. Unfortunately, Ann didn't fully specify which evil she was referring to, but if I had to guess, she was probably talking about those white Christian nationalists. Watch for yourself.
But I give her the benefit of the doubt. And I do think
Marjorie Taylor Greene?
Yeah, I do. I do think that the Charlie Kirk assassination was an aha moment for her.
In terms of?
In terms of, do I really want to be part of this horrible political climate and of the polarization and the weaponizing of government and of speech and all of that stuff?
I do think Marjorie Taylor Greene will get a job in the mainstream media. For starters, I don't know why she would quit politics just to get another job as a politician. Plus, I don't think Marge would win another election because she's pretty much split her Republican base. I think she will get a job in the media. Whether it's CNN or on The View, I don't know. But wherever she goes, I think Marjorie Taylor Greene will be paid to be the token conservative. She'll be paid to be the conservative that's against the Trumper. They'll try to boost her credibility by claiming, "This woman is so brave. She had the courage to stand against the orange dictator. She walked away from her job in Congress because she couldn't stand the corruption." Yeah, what do you think? She's not going to replace Whoopi Goldberg, but could Marge Greene join The View? Or CNN? MSNBC? You tell me. Sound off in the comments below. I'll see you guys tomorrow.